Hey guys, it's Angie. Hope you're having a great day. I was asked to do a tutorial on this look. I wore it last week and in one or two of my videos, and I thought no problem. This is using the Lorac Pro 2 palette, so I thought it would be, a great look to do. I would call this more of a summery look, which I know summer's almost over, but hey, better late than never. And I did use really Nectar is the the star in the show of this look, and yeah, so that's what I used. Quickly, just to let you guys know what I have on the rest of my face in case you're wondering, because I'm not going to go into that in the tutorial. I am wearing Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in Tawny 37. I am wearing Bahama Mama bronzer all over my face. A little bit of bronzeness. I'm using Hoola bronzer to actually do my contour, which, oh God, I love that stuff. I hope they never get rid of that. I would die. I'm using then this Illamasqua blush, and I am so sorry. I'm going to have to try to look up the color because it's not Hussy. I own Hussy, which is a different color. This is more of a cool toned pink, and I think it's coming up pretty true on the camera. This is my Holy Grail blush. I absolutely love this. On my lips, I am wearing Chanel Rouge Coco Shine in Boy, another Holy Grail for myself. I put a little bit of this Snob lip liner on because I thought, hey, I should definitely use this. I own enough. Just to let you guys know, obviously, I look much different than I did last week whenever I did this. If you may or may not be able to tell, I'm a lot paler right now. I had a spray tan last week, so I was golden and whatever. This is pretty true to what I'm going to look like for the rest of the year through the winter months. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I really enjoyed recreating the look. It is an easy look using minimal brushes. So if you guys have any questions on how I did it, please let me know. But continue to watch. Obviously, I'm using the Lorac Pro 2 palette, and I'm going to be really concentrating on a few colors up here. This Nectar color, which I think is what really makes this look. The light brown, and then these two colors down, the buff color. And I'll use a big fluffy brush. This is an Ulta brush, and I'll just kind of just put it all over my eye. I know I already put Painterly down, but this helps just, putting other shadows on top of it. So just put that all over your eyes. Okay, now my favorite brush to use for crease work is this Sigma E70. It actually looks like that. It is actually a tapered brush. It really helps. So I think it's kind of like a foolproof way to do your crease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Nectar. I'm going to get a good helping of that right there. And I'm going to go into my crease with the flat side, so it's, perpendicular to my lid, like that. So it's just getting all over there. I'm going to put a little bit more on. Don't be shy. And I do go all the way into here. I don't go into a V here. I just buff it across. I'm going to go back in with that blender brush and just really start blending that color out. Kind of want it to blend up here. Don't worry about it as much down here on your lid, under your crease, because you're going to be putting other colors under there anyway, but just to maybe make this a little bit softer. This is all how, if you want it darker than this, lighter than this, whatever you want to do. Then I'm going to go with light brown with that same brush, and I'm going to get a good amount of that. And now what I do is I actually go in, not the same way I did before. I actually turn the brush so it's more defined in my crease. And I really just go into the crease really well there. Same thing on the other side. And then of course you're going to blend. As I'm getting older, I'm becoming so much more cognizant of touching my eyes. I'm one of those that I really touch my eye whenever I'm doing my liner, and I'm basically thinking I'm cursing myself for the future. Does anyone else feel like that? But I definitely feel like that. I feel like I'm just cursing myself for terrible, terrible, terrible lines in the future. Now this look is not going to look exactly the way it did last weekend because I am probably like 5-6 shades lighter right now than I was last weekend. I had a spray tan, so I was pretty tan at that point. This is pretty close to what I'm going to look like in the fall. I'm then going to take this Smashbox flat shader brush. I've had this forever. I don't know if they still sell it. I would imagine that Smashbox sells something similar, but you can use any flat shader brush. You could even use something like this from Target, Sonia Kashuk, whatever you want to use. And then what I do is I actually go in to beige and rosé, and I mix them. And then I'm going to actually go into my lid and pat. And I really concentrate in this inner tear duct area. And I just go for it. I just put it all over my lid. It's really easy, guys. And then I'm gonna go back in with my angled brush and get more of that nectar and just kind of clean everything up. I really, really love this nectar color. I've watched some makeup artists talk about actually putting blush, the blush that you're wearing, on your eyes. Somehow it makes it pop. So I'm thinking this is kind of emulating that, that tip. This color is just amazing. I've heard so many other people talk about it. This is the reason I bought this palette. I don't know, there's something so special about it. Just so beautiful. I'm guessing Lorac is probably not going to sell it individually. If they are, please let me know, because I need it in my life. It's just a nice color. It's very pretty. And then you're going to blend again. Just keep blending. And I kind of go in and I kind of go for it, and I kind of blend everything, because you can always go back in with more, guys. It's basically what it comes down to. Adding a little bit at a time definitely is the name of the game. For me, anyways. And layering. Layering, layering, layering. Then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of the rosé color and just kind of like finish. I have this nice, really thin, tiny little brush. I don't know what this isn't Coastal Scents. This is, I apologize, I don't know. But any tiny little pencil brush, this is actually thinner than a pencil brush. I'm going to go in with this beautiful plum color, and I'm going to line my lower waterline. Now, I generally never go this far. I always just bring my dark colors out to the edges. I always try to remember what I'm doing, but I'm going to be honest, I change my makeup so often that I can never remember things, because people will be like, oh, what are you wearing? I'll be like, I don't remember. I'm going to take a little bit of the rosé, and just a little bit, and I'm going to put that on the first third of my eye line, just to make it pop a little bit more. This is a really nice look for summer. It's kind of sad that the summer's almost over. Whatever, work with it. Now it's time to do my my black liner. I'm going to try to do this on camera. I'm not good at this on camera, guys. I'm not really great at this in general. So we'll see how it happens. We'll see what happens. This is a Sephora professional brush. This is really, really old. Just a little angle brush, probably very similar to the MAC 263, I think that's what it is, the MAC angle brushes. And I use MAC Black Track right now. I'm trying to use this puppy up. This is really nice liner. It's very, I've had this forever, and it feels like just glides on really nicely. So I am going to hug my lash line. And that's how I do my liner. One of the most important parts of this look is, I think, that something that basically ups the ante of the look is tight lining your water lines. This doesn't last long on me at any time. So if I tight line my lines, I know that they're not going to last, but it's usually for a special event. It's usually that I'm going to carry this with me, or not carry, maybe for a photograph, or maybe for photography, that I actually tight line. There's tons of tutorials on this. What I do is I take a black liner. This is an Estee Lauder Pure Color Instant Kajal eyeliner. Now, when you hear Kajal, I instantly think that, you know, it's not going to last, but it does go on very nicely. And what I do is I literally just kind of look straight ahead and bring it underneath my lashes. That's how I do it. This ups, you know, this basically makes everything look really like smoky to me. I kind of call it like the sexy eye. I don't know how else to describe it. It makes everything look really fluid. Your bedroom eyes, maybe that's a good way of putting it. your clubbing eyes. And then I did actually have it on my bottom waterline as well last week, whenever I did this. If you have smaller eyes, this may or may not look good. You know, it just, some people, their eyes can't handle it. And then what I do is I actually take a brush and kind of like put that all together. This is just a little angle brush. Almost last but not least, this is second to last step. I do then curl my eyelash. This is a Tarte eyelash curler. I am going to use my Chanel Volume de Chanel, whatever, mascara. After I've been wearing this, guys, now for a longer period of time, I've probably had this for what, at least 2 solid months now. I actually do think I really like it. I was skeptical at first. Sometimes when you get a new tube of mascara, it just doesn't wow you, doesn't you know, pack a punch. Now that I've had it, and sometimes that's what happens, you need to let your mascara kind of dry out a little. It is very nice. It's a very nice mascara. I think this retails for $30. If you can get it, you know, at Chanel.com, at Chanel counters, I would imagine like Nordstrom, Saks, places like that, of course. Closest counter to me is about 45 minutes away, thankfully, or I would be there. And then I am going to do my bottom lash line with this Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I absolutely love this stuff. It is incredible. Don't know how I didn't have this stuff for so long. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. I hope you guys have a healthy and happy day. Bye!